Welcome back. This is Secure Boot Approach number 7 for Super Grub2 Disk. So the last time we were working on making sure that what's the name? Making sure that we have the skeleton of a script, and I have seen the videos to help me a bit to what I'm supposed to do right now. And I also seen a typo, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if it's fixed. So I'm going to search for the typo which is related to I mean, I think I might rethink about all of this stuff. So secure boot, okay. There's a how to contribute here, which let me see. Yeah, you've got some variables here. So I'm not sure this is okay. So apparently script needs to create temporary directory and the directory where it's run. Okay, this needs to be removed once the script finishes. And then you have these two variables where you put whatever you need to, and these two other variables that you have here. So I think we could think about this the other way around. Okay, and so the idea would be that you just run your script and you define these variables so that the main script can use them, but I am not sure about that. 1 second, please. Okay, so far because otherwise the script that someone's give you needs to delete all of the files, and yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe we should give a directory where it can work, and that's it. So I'm not sure if this is good enough. So I'm not sure if I want to play with this. And here there is the example, which let me see if it's already opened. No, it's not. So this example, this is where the typo is. So download TMT there should be written like this. Otherwise, this is a bug. So according to the documentation, this path yeah, okay, let me see. So according to the documentation, you should be able to read two paths, which are those ones from here. And so the idea is that you can save stuff there. Yeah. So I'm not sure I mean, yeah, that's what you want to do. Because otherwise, if you let the script modify a global variable so that it can be later on used by the main script, then I'm not sure this is going to be a nice thing to have. This temporary directory in directory. Yeah, I think that okay, so let's work on this script so that it makes sense. Okay. So that the idea is that you just run this script and everything is in the right place. So yeah. So this, you could have something like the current directory stuff, so that you can go back here once yeah, and the download temporary directory should be this one here. So it should be the current directory. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a good approach, but I don't care too much. Let me see. Okay, so current directory, download tmp dir is on the same directory, and you just do this. So if the directory does not exist, we want to create it, so that yeah, yeah, I mean, it's one directory, so we don't need any of this. Okay. Yeah, make sure to delete this download tmp directory. So there are series of downloads here. Okay. So yeah, let me see. So yeah, wait a minute. This should be the download directory. I have forgotten about this. So if it does not exist, you use the download directory. And the other thing that you want to do is to go back to the first directory, even if it's not exactly needed, but you want to go back here so that everything is in the right place. Make sure to come back to the original directory, just in case. Okay, so as you can see, you've got some downloads and some copies. So the idea is that you can download the binary and the source code. Okay, and so this is x64 Debian. So let's focus on the shim. Okay, and as this is 2.6, we want 2.6 by default, and I guess this is Bullseye, which is the Debian which we are using as a template. But let me check real quick what we can have around here. So Wait, this is not it. Shim binary bit download. Okay, so shim binary download. Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, what you want to download, it's the binary package should be the shim synced package. Not here, but the file name, package name, I mean. So okay, so it's stable, and so this is Bullseye, and Bullseye, yeah, let me check what happens with the group in Bullseye. Is it 2.6? Okay, group 2 maybe. Okay, yeah, this is 2.6, so 2.06, so that's the one that I want to use. So that's nice. So I know that Bullseye shim and Bullseye group 2 are going to be connected, and so what I want to do here is to download the latest file, but I want a file from the snapshot, so that it's always the same one. Okay, so let me see. You want specific date something. This is probably, you probably want this. Okay, yeah, look at that. Sim signed. And this is which version? 138 1547. Okay, the question is, which one is the one from Bullseye? Probably this one. Okay, what the hell is this? Source package. Okay, so this source package has some binary packages, and you've got different ones depending on, wait a minute, why would you have different sizes, different dates? Seen in Debian. Okay, sorry. So this is AMD64, ARM64, and i386. Hello, GDF here. How are you? So yeah, so this is AMD64, ARM64, and i386. So that's normal that they have different sizes. And then there's this signed common. So how are you doing, GDF here? So the one we want to download is this one. As you can see down here, you can see how we have an URL which is always the same one. So we are going to use this specific URL here. So the idea is to use this URL here. And yeah, so the next thing you want to do is to, well, I mean, if you want to download the stuff, yeah, so we want to go here. Oh, wait a minute. How the hell do I do this so that it makes sense? So I think that each time you want to do an action, you would like to go with the temporary file into temporary directory, but I'm not so sure about that. So I go to temporary directory and I can say something like shim download, and then just go there. I don't know. And now I can download this, and I am not too concerned on where the hell I download this. So the question is, do we have something about being able to unpackage Debian packages inside the Docker file? I think so, but I'm not sure this is the right approach. I mean, I need to try this. So if I go here, I have the GIT on the right, I guess, and under no. Yeah, I think this is, I want to do some GIT here so I can check what are the differences. Probably I am modifying more stuff because yeah, I made more stuff without committing it. What I mean is that I forgot what I mean is I didn't end the work last time, so I have more stuff to be done in addition to this script about downloading Debian binaries. So let's focus right now on Debian binaries. So before doing anything else, I'm going to check if the comments I'm going to use are available on the Docker. So I should be able to read development file if I'm not mistaken. So development file is around here, I guess. Wait a minute. Is it install what I'm looking for? Maybe. Okay, just use the automatic builder. We don't want the automatic builder. We want to have a manual build. Okay, let me check what the hell. Yeah, I'm missing some documentation if I'm not mistaken. What about this README? See the file development. Okay, probably I cannot read. Okay, here you are. Okay, so development explains to you, take a look if everything is on the right place. So let's take a look here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I am interested in this one, I guess, but I am not sure at all. So yeah, I think I will start from the scratch and I will try to understand what is there. So apparently you want to create this minimal installation, okay, yeah, and then we go from there. While this thing is going to do its stuff, which I think takes some time, should be able to continue to work on this script. So what you want to do here is to extract files from Debian package. So I think it's dpkg -x or something. I do not want to use rx. I want to use dpkg. Okay. Here you are. dpkg -x should be able to extract a package. Okay, so file def and where you want to extract. Yeah, so the question is, will be able to, what the hell is this? This should be working the same way. So you have this -x extract. So extract the file system tree from package archive into the specified directory. Note that extract about the use dpkg. Match the content. Directory, but not its parents, will be created in necessary. Yeah. Do we not control? Do we need control information? No, we did not. So it's just -x, and that's it. So what we want to do is to have here the package name, which is this thing here, which is quite, I mean, is this a real name? That's a good question. So let's check how it goes. Okay, so we have managed to build this. So now we should be able to attach where the hell is this? We should be able to attach this. So the way we want to do is like this. So we create this Super Grub manual builder. Now we should be able to attach this here. So we are on the right folder. That's nice. So let's run this. Let's see what happens. So now I should be able to make sure that this exists inside the build, and that's nice. Now I'm going to try to run the script manually here, so that we can check if everything is okay. Oh, look at that. Let's use this instead of what I'm using right now. This is the load. Okay, so let's close this window and use this stuff here. So, as I was saying, what we want to do is to run the script manually, so that we understand that it's working as expected, or we want to focus ourselves in this file that, you know, yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, the way this is going to work is by being able to download the stuff wherever this is run. So this should be like this. Wait a minute. Oh, this is not yet on the git folder because of reasons. So you might need to copy it manually. Let me see. Don't we have a way of checking this thanks to development? Okay. Docker release build. I think we have a trick to copy stuff from one place to the other one. So yeah. Okay. So Super Grub2 build. We should have, yeah, we should have this Super Grub2 repo stuff, which we should be working on. So Super Grub2 repo stuff should have the files about, so it should have secure boot x64 Debian. So that means that here we should be able to find something similar, but so far this is not on the git, so that's why it's not here. But we're going to work on this even if it's not in the git, because we want to test all of this. So the first thing I want to test here is what happens when you try to download this. Okay, the command is not found, so we should be able to install this, and at the same time we should be able to add this command to what's the name? Yeah, probably. Do we need wget to build? I mean, is this something that you would add to the Docker file and so on? That's a good question. So we should have the Docker file here, the manual one. We could add here wget, you know what I mean? Or we could not add it because it's not needed in the first place. However, I think we want to have it, and the automatic one should also have this wget. Okay, so now let's assume that this is, yeah. Now, for now, let's assume that this is installed by default. Okay, and that's it. Let me see. Okay, so where the hell I was? Yeah. So 1 second. Yeah. So we have added this stuff about wget. So that means the wget will be available. What the hell does happen when you do this? Okay, you've got this file here, and this is the one that we want to unzip. We want to be able to work on it. So this should so this should be something like this, not the other one. Nice. So first of all, we're going to create this temporary directory and so on, because otherwise this is not going to go so well. So let's try to run all of this here. Shim download, yeah. Let me remove this shim file, and now let's run all of this. Yeah, apparently we have managed to do this properly. And let me see. Yeah, so the idea here is that you download the binary image here. Let me see. Now you have downloaded it. Now you should be able to unzip it. Probably in the same directory where we are right now. Let me see, because we are already in a temporary directory, so we don't care too much. And that's it. So once you have done this, you should be able to find here and this file here, user leaf shim synced. Okay, so that means that we should be able to copy from our current path USR something something something, and this is from the place where we are right now. Okay, and we should be able to copy it into the shim full path binary, which should be created in advanced, which is this one here. Oh, wait a minute, this is not what I wanted to do. This is a shim full path binary. Okay, and that's it. So the next thing that you want to do is to work on the rest of the stuff. So you want to go back to your temporary directory. You want to create a grub download and enter this grub download. The same way that we have downloaded binary for shim signed, which we can what's the name? Which we can download and extract the file and copy it in a specific file. Hi Dylan Kamal, how are you? Hi Kamal. So let me see. Yeah. So now we should be able to find something similar. So what we want to do is to go into the snapshot, and we want to search for the doing great. How about you? I'm fine. I'm just trying to source packages, binary packages. Oh, the other time I was searching. Okay, let me see. Bullseye Grub2 2063. The 11. This one. 2063. There's 11. This one. Okay. Let me check the binary files, binary packages. I'm trying to add secure boot to Super Grub2 Disk. See how it goes. I know how to do it manually, but I want it to be automated, because otherwise it doesn't make sense. So this is AMD64. Okay. And we have several versions. Okay, so yeah. And this is older. What the hell is this? Yeah, this is probably older, but it's exactly the same thing. So we want this one here. So let's copy and paste. Let me see. What the hell is this here? So we want this specific file, and we want to make sure to what's the name? To extract it here. And then we want to copy something into something. So let's do this manually. Yeah. Okay. So shim download. So we should be able to do something like this, and go into the other temporary directory in order to download the group EFI binary. Okay. And once we have downloaded this, we can uncompress it. Nice. And now we should be able to find whatever. Wait a minute. Group EFI. Yeah, I mean, I don't want this. I want the signed package. So this is not okay. Let me see. I want the signed package now that I think about this. Sign it template. I probably want to search the group signed. Okay, let's search for the binary which I'm interested on, and then we will see how we can search is source package or whatever. Or maybe I should focus on the binary package, but right now I don't remember very well which is the right name. So yeah, so this is signed, and there should be something about group signed, not the ones. Where the hell is group? Okay, let's focus on group then. We will figure out which is the group. Group cloud. Oh, look at that. There's a group cloud package also. Group EFIMD, yeah, we should have the one which is signed. Here it is. So bullseye signed 2063. Okay, that's different than what we were using here, or maybe not. So here, the source is the same package name. So if we go to snapshot Debian and you enter this as a source package, we should be able to find this as wait a moment, you don't show me your binaries. That's something that it's not okay. It's like an Debian bug, if you ask me. So you want to search for the binary package directly, and now now we should be able to find whatever we want to, which I think it's this one here, 11. Let me check here. Yeah, okay, 1 plus something something. That's the one we want to download from here. Here you are. So I mean, yeah, now we should be able to, not the source code, we want this. So we have two different, okay, here it is, binary packages. Wait a minute, why does this what the hell is this? So we want this here. Okay, so we fix the URL that we want to download. Okay, is this okay? Yes, that's okay. That's quite long URL, but it should be the right one. So now if you take a look here, I might be tempted to remove this so that everything is okay again. So let's do this again. Damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. Here you are. So let's make sure we download this file. Do you have any doubts, Kamal? Because yeah, I mean, if we can have, okay, Kamal is no longer here. Well, you know. Okay, so now we should have another binary here, which I'm going to copy and paste so that we can use it here. I am here. Okay, yeah, it's the you didn't appear in the chat users. This is Google that doesn't know about you, or my Google site does not know about you. So do you I'm not sure why you're listening to the to the stream, but you know, if you want to ask questions about the building process or about the build process, or maybe other questions, you are welcome to do so. Okay, so now we should be able to unzip this if you want to, and finally unveil, which is the right file we want to use, which is this one. although there are a lot more here. Okay, so let's copy this file into the variable that we have for this specific group group full path binary. Did you finish university? Yes, I did. A long time ago. Okay, so I copy this here. Yeah, this should be down here. Okay, so now we should be able to continue. So what we want to do right now is to download the shim source code. Okay, so I'm going to download 2 files and put them into the right place. So first of all, we need to make sure that we what's the name, that we create the right temporary file and so on. So this is shim src download if you want to, and yeah, so the idea is now that we should be able to download the source code for shim. So it should be the same exact version as you have here, 138 something something. So let's take a look here where the download binary package was downloaded. We also have the source file, which is here. It's not very good one, but you know, and it's 138. It doesn't have any version on it, but maybe that's what you want to have. And DSC, this is some sort of signature. Oh, REST attacks. Yeah, that's nice too from you. Okay, so the idea is that we get this what's the name, tar.xc. Okay, and we also want to get another package which is, let me check, shim itself, not sim signed, but shim itself. So if we go to snapshotdebian.org, let's search for shim, and we should have the exact same version, 138. Well, probably. What the hell is this? 1547. 1547. Okay. 1547. Yeah, and which one is the right one? That's a good question. Is this the same thing as the other one? I am not sure what's the difference between one and the other one. So I think we should be able, we should download, wait a minute, Debian org. That's too many stuff to download from here. Okay, so let me focus again. 1547, 1547. We have two of them. Yeah, so we're going to download these two files here, and let's see what more can we get from here. So yeah, so from the first one, yeah, let's download everything just in case it's useful. Then we will manage to work. Okay, so we have the usual package, the load, and then we have different packages which have different files here. Yeah, so this is, I'm not sure if we need everything here, but I'm going to download them anyhow. You know what I mean? So this is okay, and this is okay. Let me see. So now we need a way of you know, of putting all of this into a single file. So the way we are going to do this is to create a file which should be related to all of this stuff. So we should be something like the temporary file. So we should be something like this thing here. Okay, so let's copy and paste this. So this should be Debian X shim source code. And what do you want to put here? You want to put this folder. Okay, and that's it. It should be as easy as that. So yeah, so the final copy is, oh wait a moment, yeah, the final copy is about going into this directory and making sure to copy making sure to make the tar gc, which is the same thing as, oh wait a minute, you make the tar gz on the download tmp dir, okay, and then you copy this same file onto the, wait a minute, you copy this same file onto the variable that you have, that someone has told you that this is the right place where you have to copy everything, because otherwise you don't know where's the right place where to copy everything. So the grub source code download should be the same thing here. Okay, so let's work on it. Yeah, so the first thing you want to do is to create this you want to download the source code. So src we want also to download what it's the obvious package, which we are going to check right now, which I think it's itself. Yeah, I'm from Spain, Kamal. So what the hell is this? I want to check. Yeah, I want to check group. So group So this package, the original source file is this one here, but if you take a look inside, it's not very good thing to download. Okay, and you also have DSC. Okay, and I think we should be downloading more stuff, which is group 2. Okay, group EFI AMD 64. Yeah, so I think we should be downloading group 2 too. So group 2, which I mean, let's search for it. Maybe here, so that is that. Yeah, so source package group 2. And where are you from, Kamal? Are you from Pakistan, or I am guessing it wrong? Okay, so dev, so let's check which is 2063 and Debian 11 update. Yeah, so here we have different files. So we want the most recent one, which is this one here. Yeah, and I will also copy the DSC file, even if I don't think it's needed. I think it helps with something related to this. So once we have these files here, which I think we are done. Probably we need more files, but you know, I'm not sure about that. So the final copy should be quite similar to this one. So let's copy and paste this one, but let's try not to do it wrong. So this should be group. Okay, so that means that everything else should be group, and this should be group. Okay, and this is not the right path, so we need to use the right path for group, which we will find here. So group source code should be here. Okay, I assume that I can run tar, and then finally you remove this directory. Are we missing DSC from here? That's the question. Probably we are missing it. Let's search sim signed and see if there's DSC, because I have it here, sim signed. Okay, so let's copy this DSC here so that we are okay. I mean, I think it's more than it's actually needed, but we have all of this here. Yeah, okay, so let's recap here what we have about all of this. So what the hell are you? Yeah, this should be here now that I'm looking at it. Let's do this way so that it's nice. Okay. So let me explain the idea of all of this. I probably make this something manually, just in order to know that everything is okay. But you know, group src download. Okay, that's nice. And this should be the same thing as the one above. That's also nice. So the idea is that you make a temporary directory and you do your stuff there. Okay. So the temporary directory is on the directory where you run from. And so what you're doing here is downloading the binary package, extracting it, copy the interesting file, and then repeat the process again with the group binary file, which is copied into the right place. Then you download a lot of stuff that might be needed or not, and you make a tarball. The tarball is then copied wherever this main script says, and yeah, that's it. And then you continue to do the same thing but with group, and you finally make a tarball and you copy the tarball wherever it's needed. Yeah, this should be okay. We need the rest of it, so I'll be back in 5 minutes or so. Okay, so I'm back. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, so I think this should be working okay, but we're going to check these downloads for the towable. So let me see. Yeah, let me see if we manage to work with the towable. I want to make a proof of concept. Okay, so let's assume that we want to work with shim download. So we're going to copy and paste everything here. And so then we want to download everything from here. So I'm not sure, maybe we want to do this to be quiet so that you don't see all of the downloads. Is this -q? Probably. Yeah. So let's do everything quiet here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do everything quiet so that it's a bit less stuff. Okay, so now that we have everything into place, we should be able to go here and to make a table. Let's see if the table makes sense. We don't have the directory groups src to load. Why is that? What the hell I have done here then? Shim. Oh, I was working with shim, so I should be running these comments here. Not, yeah, we don't want cp, so we want this. Okay, and we want this one. Debian. Wait a minute. Why is Debian x64? Let me make the table. Yeah, and this Debian group must be the one with an error, because okay. If you take a look at the table, you can see how you've got all the stuff that you are used. Well, you wait a minute. Why is this twice? Is it normal that it's twice or not? Orichtar. Oh, wait a minute. This is the same thing twice. I should probably move this down here so that it's not repeated. And not sure if group has the same stuff. Probably not. Why group2 does not have an original file? That's a good question. We should have a group2 the original orichtar gc, isn't it? Source files. No, we don't have it. Oh, look at that. It's down here. That's why I wasn't able to find it. So I guess that we want to use the most recent one. or maybe the one that matches 3 a.m. on 7th of August. 7, wait a minute. And this is 7th of August. Yeah. Okay, let me check. How the hell do we do this? 7th of August. So we need February. This is 2021, so we need something from the future, but not so much. So Debian, seen in Debian ports. Wait a minute. What the hell is this? Yeah, these are the signatures. Debian security. So I want a date before August. So it should be this one, but not Debian ports, but the one from Debian itself. Oh my god. I mean, the size is the same one on all of them, so it's probably the same binary because it's the same size. You know what I mean? And probably this hash means this. It's the same binary. So I'm going to just use this as the binary, and that's it. So graph and please download this. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Okay. So let's focus on the source code and so on. So I am not sure. What we have around here. Okay. Let's work with this. Docker file builders. Docker builders. Make sure to include in the images because it's used while loading in the midst. Okay. The reason is that make sure to ignore. Wait a minute. Yeah, I have not added these two files which I have here. So let me add them. Reason. Secure boot downloads. Use wget. Although they could use everything they want to. Okay, so what more do we have around here? We have these files about downloading the secure boot EFIs. which so far it creates the files. So we probably want to have here secure boot x64. So that means that, oh wait a minute, there are a lot of files here. Download X Debian. Yeah, but this might be some steps before we manage to do this properly. Yeah. Shat 256. What the hell is this? So we don't want to have all of these files here. So let's remove them so that they do not are in the way. So let's keep the one from Debian, I guess. I mean, this default one, it's not the one that we are using. Okay. So the one that we are adding is the one we have been working on. Although we also need the Debian one, if you ask me, because yeah, because the Debian one, it's going to be the default one. We should probably move this one onto the yeah, we should probably move this one as the default one, and the other one is the Debian one, because otherwise, so let me check. Okay, so we have Debian here, and here we have default and these two files, which are, I am not sure what they were supposed to be doing here, but this one should be the Debian new, and the other one should be the Debian one. Okay. So X Debian. So this should be X Debian, and the other one should be X default. What was the name that was here a moment ago? Default. Yeah, that's right. So now let's do some stuff, because yeah, this is not the one we want to save here. We want to save secure boot x64 default download x64 default. So this is the Debian one, which I think it's the one that we want to have onto as the default one. Okay, so this is should be something like secure boot new download X script. Yeah, so let me see. Let me see, what do we have around here? Do you need any help? Okay, so apparently there's someone on the Super Group chat that's interesting on the IRC. So, secure boot, new download. Yeah, so this is the new script, and yeah. So what we want to do here is to be able to download the secure boot EFIs. So this is not done. Okay, so we have some spam here. So let's report and make sure this guy here. Okay, so we have managed to remove the spam from YouTube. Let's check if there's any feedback on the IRC. Okay, so yeah, so we need to edit supergroup mk common because yeah, why the hell doesn't this have this is probably because you want, yeah, but we don't want to run anything here. So probably if we did something like this, and we reload this. Okay, let me see. There is nothing to be run. Let me see. So we want to add this, not this yet. Supergroup income at bash shebang, so that automatic highlighting works. Okay, so let's go back here. So we have this generate copy secure boot default EFIs. Look at that. Yeah, but this is secure boot external EFIs. Why would you have this? The load secure boot EFIs. Yeah. Wait. The load secure EFIs. Let me check 1 second how all of this makes sense. So we have the function which makes sure that the secure boot binaries directory exists, and then nothing else happened. But my question is, what the hell is this directory? Because it must be defined somewhere. So this directory is secure boot binaries. Okay. So you create it, and then the loads. So secure group mk something something, which is here, uses this thing here. Okay, let me see. The load secure boot EFI. So let me check how all of this works. Not this one, the other one, the load. Okay, so the idea is that you download secure boot EFIs, you copy the default files, and you copy the external EFIs. Okay, and this is done here. So this is the default EFIs, and this is the external EFIs. Okay. So first of all, you create the binaries, and then you go into vendors and you copy Debian into the right place, and then you go into vendors and you loop them. Okay. The question is that you have to download the secure files. So the first thing you do is you create the binaries directory, which we're going to check what the hell has in it. So it's something like secure boot binaries, and this is empty by default, if I am not mistaken. So how the hell is this? So the default one is going to read okay, let me see, into vendors. So this is to be all binaries to be discarded, because otherwise Debian, Ubuntu, EFI, and so on. Yeah. How the hell do you do this? Let's remove this too, because all of this is ignored. But so what you need to do is to make sure from here that you make sure to create them. So you want to create vendor if it does not exist. If vendor does not exist, you create it, and then you can work on downloading the full one and downloading the rest of them. So how do you download the default one? So you go onto the Debian Secure Boot D, and wait a minute, I'm not sure. FE platform vendor. Yeah. Okay, so we want to let me see if it makes sense. We want to first go into the folder which has the source code for all of this, which is secureboot.d, and this should have a variable somewhere which is something something, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay, so we need to define this, because otherwise this is not going to be good. Yeah. And the other one is secure boot binaries dir, which is defined on group build config. So we should be able to modify group build config here, so that we have this new binaries folder, which is secure boot download dir, let's say, and this is secure boot.d. Okay, so this should be used somewhere else, so that you can work on all of this. So I guess that you source this file from somewhere. I mean, here on the MK, where the hell are you? Yeah, so here on MK, I guess that you source this same file, so you can use this variable here. Okay, so what you're going to do here is yeah, so you save into a file the current directory or something, then you can do some stuff. So because you don't want to, so just spray the load directory, and then you make sure to go back to the pre-download directory just in case. That's nice. Let's see. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah. Guest 92 from IRC is quiet. Kamal is also quiet. Probably he's not watching the stream. Okay, so pre-download dir, then you go here when you end everything. So that's fine, I guess. Yeah, so now we can go into this directory, which is the one which we use in order to find everything. And so what we want to do is to loop with all the supported architectures. Okay, so do we have group built around here? So we need all the supported architectures somewhere, probably in group build config. Well, let me see. Look at that. Group build ears and all of these things. Yeah. I'm not sure about this. I am not sure. So here we have this to-do loop on the different arcs and and vendors. So this we should have somewhere a list of you know, something like how the hell do you build everything here. So clean and update, you know, you clean and update everything, you build everything on these files here. And as you can see here, we're working with EFI and PC, and we have this PE stuff, make check, and then we install in such a way that make install happens to many places, because we have already make sure while we were working with this first step. So the first step, which is here, let me put this to the right place. The first step is here. And we prepare the build, clean and update, build old, yeah, and that's where you say this installation needs to go to this hybrid or this hybrid, and these two sources goes to the same hybrid. So this is the place where you do it. But yeah, so we need to figure out another way of getting these variables, and that's going to be supported secure boot arc, and that's it. Because otherwise, secure boot something. Wait a minute. The question is, do you know which is your arc when you run secure boot? That's a good question, because when you run this command, you are chunk paths. When you run this command, you are doing something. Wait a minute. When you run this command mkusb, well, this is not the command that I want to check. I want to check mkusb. Yeah, I was already there. So what's the difference? So the difference should be that we have these 3 files here. And this is not found on Super Grub mkusb. Okay, here you are. So Super Grub does not have these 3 files here. And the problem with all of that is that this is going to build everything. Oh, wait a moment. Yeah, so everything has been built. Yeah, that's right. This is everything has been built, and then you do this stuff. That might be it. Because otherwise doesn't make sense too much. I mean, makes sense, but not too much. So this secure boot does all of this stuff and then copies the right thing to the right place. So we need a way. Wait a minute. Let me check the official release because this is getting a bit confusing. So the official release is going to run the meta mk rescue, which I'm going to open right now. And this is where everything is done. So you built everything here. Okay. And one of these builds are the secure boot one. Let me check. Which should be here. Okay, look at that. So you have the FEI platforms, which you run grub install and then grub mk font. Then it's when you run this, which I'm not sure which is in this file. Okay, so you are supposed to use FE platforms somewhere, which is here. So you make sure that your group image has the two of the files. And wait a minute. Yeah, this is not okay because we want to make the USB manually. Is that right? Yeah, that's a good question. How the hell are we going to make the USB if not manually? Yes, you make the USB and then we modify it so that it has everything else. Is that what we want to do? That's a good question. Okay, let me see. Damn it. Okay, we should focus on making the... What the hell is this? I think I have closed something. We should focus on downloading this, I guess, and then we will see the rest of it, because I am getting confused. Where the hell are you? Super Grub MK Common. Here you are. Okay, so so let's try. So we want to download secure boot EFIs. And so what we're going to do right now is, given that we are using something else to the side, which are the, wait a minute, so Super Grub Meta MK Rescue. Super Grub MK Rescue has this thing called target platform multi-arc. What the hell? Yeah, FE platforms. Yeah, okay, so let's make sure that this is defined here in such a way that we can make sure that this is useful for us. So this is secure boot FE platforms, and this should be the same ones that you have there, which are something something. X64 and IA 32. So this should be here, and so we can use this variable here so that you can loop on this other file without being concerned. That's it. And at the same time, you should be able to FE platforms. Yeah, then up here you've got this function, well, I mean this function being used to build this, and you use the FE platforms, yeah, variable. But the good thing about this is that I can use this same variable somewhere else where I need it, and this somewhere else file is this one here. Wait a minute, not this one, this one here. So here we have this loop, which we didn't know. So this is an arc, FE arc in, or platform, I'm not sure about that, yeah, and FE platform in something something. And so what I want for you to do is that if the platform exists, I want you to enter it and do something there. So I want you to enter it. Let me see. If the directory exists, you enter then there, and then we loop here, and we want to loop into every one of the vendors, because here there should not be any directory. So what we have done so far is you've got this secure boot.d. You go here, you loop around here and around here, and you loop around the vendors. Okay. So yeah, so that's an idea. So let me see. If there happens to be vendors, let me see, if they happen to be vendors, so that means that you can, we should be able to find if there is a vendor, we should be able to go here. Okay. Check whatever is inside. So let's check if the file exists. Okay. So if the file is executable, which it should be the case. Okay, let me see. The file is, this is not the right one. It's the one here. Yeah, and do I have permissions? What are the permissions? That, yeah, not this. Well, I mean, I don't care. So we have these permissions here, and if the file name is the one we want to use, which is the load and fee platform, and vendor. Yeah, okay. Then what you want to do is to run it. So that it does its magic. So what you want to do in this place is you want to create this new file related to here, which is the specific vendor. Okay, wait a minute. Secured the binaries vendor, and we don't have an architecture. That doesn't make sense. So we need to have an arc, a platform. So that means that this is not right. Oh, look at that. And this is not. This is not what we are expecting here. I thought we had another way of doing stuff, but the right way of doing stuff is the one that we have here. So yeah, let's do it properly. So we have this is what we want to have here. So let me check. So that means that you just want the vendor. Okay, so yeah, so make sure to create a vendor if it does not exist. So let's do this properly here. Something like this. So now this should be the vendor, which we are going to check here. And vendor. So before running the script, we want to export different variables so that this is copied into the right place. Okay, so how would you do that? So we would define the variables that we have been working on here, which it's not this one here, but the one from the default vendor, which is this one here. Okay. Okay, so probably the SHA-256 is the SHA-256 of everything here. Oh my god. Okay, so here we have all the variables, and that's what we want to define here, so that it's the right thing to have. So if I manage not to break everything, so this means that you want to export this for variables, okay, with something. So down here you have exactly what you want to do. So you want binaries vendors. So you want binaries dear vendors. This is the place where you want to copy this. Okay. And which is the file name? So the file name is vendors. Yeah, let's do it like that. File name is this one here. There's nothing else. Okay, let me see. So there's also a group binary, which is here. Yeah, it makes sure yeah, there's some sort of check here in order not to copy more stuff that you want to. And this is the group one. So the group one is going to be like this. Okay, then we've got the source code, which wait a minute. So this is going to be created somewhere, and then this loop it's going to read it. But is it going to happen the same thing for this? No, it's not, because we don't have something related to this. Oh my god. So please wait a minute. I'll be back. Okay, so we need the full path source code, and I am not sure we are ready for this, because that means, wait a minute, unless you manage to work around this. Yeah, that makes sense. What about using the same files? Here, later on we will figure out how to use this. That's what going to do. Yeah, look at that. So this is going to be source code something something, and also, where the hell is this? And also source code like this. So let me show you. Look at that. This is very nice. That way later on we might be able to fetch this somehow. Yeah. Yeah, so we need a way of getting this source code somewhere. But the question is where? Because we should have one file for getting source code, isn't it? I mean, there's something for this somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. And this how to contribute maybe explains the SHA something. So we need to save this here, there, and so on. Okay, so yeah, it's not useful for the SHA files, but I think we are going to ignore them, but I think it's the key to know. So if you have here, so secure boot, so if you have this SHA and it matches what you have on the other place, then you don't have to download this again. So I think this is the way of doing it, but we will see how it goes. So this is probably, we want to have a file here like something like, yeah, so to do, make sure to do skip downloading wait a minute. Yeah, okay, so skip downloading a vendor if all of the chat some files matches the binary file. Yeah, so this more or less here, when you loop the vendor, you can check if everything is in place or not before doing this. That way you manage to avoid to download this, because you have already, I'll show what I have done here. But yeah, so this is what I mean. Around here you can decide if you download this or not. And so let me check the source code download, which should be somewhere. So this is an official release which has this file related to source code. So build source code probably is going to be found on mkcommon. So mkcommon, which is here. Okay, so let me search for source code. I mean, it should be somewhere around here, and we are not able to see it. Okay, never mind. I give up, I guess. Okay, so official release. Where the hell are you? Source code. Build source code. Okay, it's up there. So apparently we are saving a zip file here, Okay. Oh my god, so I need to do some stuff here related to this. This is going to be a bit amusing. So this is to do, make sure to add secure boot source code. To do, check what are the names, check yeah, this is probably what you want to check. Check paths from okay. Yeah, we need to focus and do this properly, because otherwise build source code. So yeah, source code file name. Yeah, this is probably, if this is the release year, probably you want to copy all of the files as they are. So probably you want to loop this thing here. Wait a minute. This is going to, so for Nbender in Debian, let's copy here. Yeah, okay, for Nbender in Debian. So get vendor group CFG content and vendor. Oh my god, look at that. Okay, let's copy this function, because I think it's going to be, if FE platforms, it's none. Okay, that's interesting. So source code, my god. Yeah, but we need so what you want to do here is, yeah, oh my god, this is going to be a bit confusing. No need for a function, and we do not need this. And so so these are the binaries. Are we copying stuff into the binaries? It's that way, isn't it? Yeah. So Let me see. So we want to copy. We want to copy this file here. Let me check. Want to copy this file here. And the group one, which is this one here. The group one. Okay. So the destination is the destination is this one here. This is the destination. Okay, so sure, very well about this. Once you copy these files, what you want to do is to also do this stuff here, which is what we are going to do right now. So you want the directory and the file name. Okay, so you want this, the file name, which is the one here, which is this one here. And now we should be able to copy this one here. Damn it. Yeah, okay. Think we are fine. Yeah, so yeah, I think this is okay. So we have managed to do this properly. So we have what we had. Wait a moment. Return if this is not an actual AEFI platform. No, this is not right. Because this is built in the source code, so we want always to work this. So what we want to do actually is to put everything here inside ignore. Wait a minute. The source code, I mean the source code is always an FE platform. I mean the source code is always going to include this, isn't it? Because you build everything, so there's no reason not to include this unless Wait a minute. Unless the source code does not have this. Damn it. Yeah, not going to make this more complex. We run this always and that's it. Okay. Let me see what do we have so far. Group build config. It doesn't like this enter. Where the hell is group build config? Here it is. So probably you did not need to have this. What about the source code? Okay. So far what we have here, nothing interesting. So this is secure boot. Debian, okay. Did we manage to finish this? Yes, because this should be copied in here. Then we go back and then we loop to the other vendor. Yeah. I mean, the load, copy the default one and copy the external ones. So the default one is going to work, and the external one it's not going to work, but I mean I don't care, because otherwise it's not going to be easy. So let me see, we don't want the ones down there, but yeah, I mean, group build config. Mean. So this should be the load secure boot EFS functionality. Yeah, okay. What more do we have here? What the hell is this? Yeah, the source code. But there's also this one here, which... Oh, that's the... Yeah, that's the... I was asking myself what was the... Make sure to add the source, the secure boot source code to the final toggle source directory. Yeah, I mean, this is the load x. Yeah, so this last one, we're going to make sure that it's been used here. Squash here. That's right. And we want this like this. Nice. So I'm not sure. I might push this to the master branch so that we can test everything here. But you know, I am not sure about this. I mean, are we on the master branch? Yes, we are. Why don't we have a branch related to Secure Boot? That's a good question. Have I managed to do this in different branch than what it needed to be? Secure Boot. Oh, look at that, it was already opened or something. Secure Boot 3. Okay, let me see. I'm going to push this into the repo even if it's not what you how the hell was this? So I think that it should probably work. What the hell are you telling to me? What hill pull? What the hell? Why would you have? Doesn't make sense. Hopefully okay, let's do another thing because this is annoying. Let's say that this is. Wait a moment, what? Have I managed to? But I have not changed the history so that the only one that I have squashed is this one. I mean, I want to be here, not there. Damn it. This is not funny. Hit checkout, GitHub origin master, new master. So new master is going to cherry pick everything that we have been doing manually, and that's it, because I don't want to work on any of this. Now this is going to be a bit annoying now that I think about it, but we will manage to make it work. Secure boot, new download, this one too. At Bashibank. And the last commit is the last one. Okay, so now we should be able to pull origin master. Is it going to pull it in this same branch or not? That's a good question. Okay, let me check. So now we should be able to delete this old master and make a new one. That tracks make a new branch that tracks an origin track remote branch. Yeah, so track GitHub origin master. That's right. So we are back into the track. So now we can say something like he'll put our GitHub origin master, and we should be fine. That's right. Okay. Wait a minute. Should be secure boot.d something something? No. Secure boot. Wait a minute. Why does it say that secure boot does not have any files here? This does not make sense. We should have secure boot dx64 default x64. Oh my god. Oh my god. Have I deleted a branch that I did not need to delete? Or what the hell has happened here? Oh my god. I mean, maybe the file is there, just you need to find it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. What the hell is this then? There's something I'm missing here. Lost commit, let's say. Look at that. New master. Master. What the hell? Let me check one thing here. Yeah, okay. We have not lost anything. It's just a way of... So, hit checkout, new master, which is the place where we want to be. Then you can remove master, and you can okay, let's see. Yeah, I know what we want to do. I want to check out new master as master. Then I want to push into GitHub origin without tracking anything. And finally, I want to... Yeah, I probably want to... This is not the right thing to do, but let's check out new master. Let's delete this master branch and finally create it again while tracking the region one, because I do not know how to create it. I do not know how to just modify the tracking, so I will just do this so that it fits what I need to do. Okay, so now we should be fine and everything is on the right place. We can delete this lost commit branch. Okay, so now that I have managed to do all of this, should be able to exit this to create a new Docker file here. No. I don't want to get into the image. I want to create it from the start. And there's something, yeah. The question is, how the hell does this work? This is going to be running everything here, not this. So we want to run all of this manually, and hopefully the official release is right. Yeah, okay. Hit clone from there. Okay, I see. Hit clone. So you can pull and so on if you want to. So let's try if this is any good. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so let's build everything and yeah. So I might what's the name? Okay, I think I'm going to write down what I need to do. Yeah, we have not uncommented Super Grub2 and make a rescue, so this is not going to work properly. Damn it. So here we should have this one here. So this should be okay. So yeah. Let's see. Secure boot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we should be able to run all of this without having to using a chain. Okay, certainly there was no need to do. I mean, if you hit clone and so on. So yeah. So next video should be we are building the image. So before the next video we need to commit it it's a snapshot into the image so that reboot does not loses it. Delete it. And then we run a command to turn on that Docker image, and finally we enter the Docker image so that we can run manually the comments that are found in the comments so that we can run manually these comments. Yeah, so we want to build to run all of this manually. And we run manually these comments. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I probably did not need to do all of this. Not this one. Okay, so here what you want to run is everything that it's inside official release, which is, well, I don't know, this thing here. Okay, so yeah, so meta, is this something that we can run manually? No, it's not. Yeah, so the idea is running meta manually. So yeah, not this one. This might fail. This also might fail. Okay, build the image again. Yeah, okay, let me see if it has finished. If it has not finished, I'm going to cancel this and that's it. Okay, so next video, build the image again. Build the image again, enter on that Docker image, inside the Docker image run manually these commands. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. I'm going to run this I'm not sure if I'm going to do this offline, but I'm going to run this, and it's going to be left here, and it's going to do stuff. So we are going to end here the video because it's quite late, and yeah, so this is what we're going to do. Build the image again, enter on the .docker image, then we run manually these comments. And so what we want to do to check if everything is working as expected. And yeah, and the way I have seen this is that Super Grub MK common, which is somewhere, this copy secure boot default EFIs are going to copy the files where you need them to be, which is on the overlay directory, okay? And it's that directory which is going to be read later. So I think that it makes sense that it's going to work like that, because if you take a look at MK USB, what the hell is this? MK USB, not this one, the secure boot one, which is here. So you do this, and then you generate the USB image. MBR, what the hell is this? This should be generate MBR. What the hell? Okay, so apparently you can generate an GPT image also. Yeah. Well, what the hell do we generate GPT image? That's interesting. Install group, hybrid group. Look at that. Target. Yeah, so no VRAM removable, and you copy it there. Wait a minute. This might need to be modified slightly with, let me see, let me write down this. So big doubt, turn the function from Super Grub MK common. Is that right? Yeah. Runs this. I mean, it's runs this. Runs, which might effectively effectively override grub install. Oh, boot directory. So we might need a workaround that does not workaround, or a switch that does not run those two commands. Or wait a moment, but and at the same time we need to make sure that boot group files are copied into the image. So probably we want to run the DOS based install nevertheless. Okay, so this is something that we might need to do. And then you've got this thing about the image, but yeah, so I am quite sure that when you run this with this group install at this starts here, this is going to overwrite what we have working on, and we don't want that. We just want you know, our files there. So yeah, we only want this one, which should not be modifying the other files there. Oh, wait a minute. Overlay. Yeah, as you can see here, once everything has been copied, you copy and paste everything here, everything from here. So we should have the binaries too. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. That's what this thing does, isn't it? I mean, this copy secure boot default EFIs, which is in Super Group MK common. Yeah, so this is generate image. So as you can see here, this is copied on the overlay EFI directory, so we should not be concerned about this. Yeah. So wait a moment. This is run afterwards. So that means that we are finally using our, what's the name? Secure boot binaries. Also, I have it out. Maybe we should make sure that those secure binaries are not copied later on when you run the same command, because you might end up with those secure boot binary is into image which it's not secure boot. So probably the last thing you want to build is the secure boot. Is the secure boot. Is the secure boot. Also, the overlay, yeah, but the overlay, it's not our overlay, it's something that we create in a temporary file. It's already like this. Yeah, okay, well, that's it. Okay, let's end it here, and that's it, because otherwise we're going to be here all of the night, and that's not what we want to do. However, I should be able to run, what's the name, many of this stuff so that it's already done. Well, I'm not sure if this is going to run all of this stuff, but we're going to try. But I'm going to end here the stream, because otherwise this is a lot of time. Wait a minute, I almost did it wrong. Thank you very much for watching this video.